folks, and welcome to another mind-bending episode of Are You Smarter Than a Libertarian? I'm your host, Jeff Metrick, coming at you live with a riveting topic, the gambler's fallacy. Yes, we're asking that eternal question that's probably also found on the casino napkin somewhere. Does Lady Luck owe you anything after a losing streak? Spoiler alert, she doesn't. But hey, let's take a closer look anyway. Now let's set the stage for the gambler's fallacy. Now I know you're all wondering, Jeff, what do you mean by are you smarter than a libertarian? Well, let's face it. Libertarians love individual freedom, personal responsibility, and low taxes, right? But do they always love rational thinking? Sure, they might. But the gambler's fallacy has fooled everyone at least once, whether you're a libertarian, an authoritarian, a librarian, or just someone who really likes onion rings. Today we'll talk about the gambler's fallacy, that sneaky mental trap that tells you you're due for a win after a bunch of losses. In other words, if you flipped a coin 5 times and got tails every single time, you assume the 6th flip has to be heads. But guess what? The coin does not care about your feelings. It's still a 50-50 shot. So let's dig in and see if you can outsmart that tricky fallacy. Libertarian, meet probability theory. The basics of the gambler's fallacy. All right, audience, gather around. The gambler's fallacy is basically the idea that past independent events affect the probability of future independent events. It's the false belief that if something happens more frequently than normal during some period, it will happen less frequently in the future, or vice versa. For example, if you're at a roulette table in Vegas and red has come up 10 times in a row, the table doesn't magically owe you black on the next spin. But we humans, eternal optimists, often feel like we're due for a change. This is not logic. This is a sneaky gambler's fallacy inside us talking. Oh, and side note, this is also the voice that might tell you that you're due a free iced coffee after you've gotten 9 burnt ones from your local cafe. Sorry, pal. That's not how freebies or probability works. But hey, keep your chin up. It's easy to fall for it. I've fallen for it many a times. All right, it's example time. I've done enough explaining. Imagine you're in Jeff's house of libertarian bingo. Yep, it's a real place hidden somewhere with no regulations, no taxes, no seatbelt laws, and free refills on sweet tea. You're playing bingo, and you keep getting near misses. You say, surely I'm going to win soon, right? But here's the thing. Your probability of winning the next round remains the same as it was the very first round. Past near misses don't stack up like a cosmic punch card. Or consider flipping a coin. You get tails 5 times. You think the next one has to be heads, right? That's the gambler's fallacy creeping in. The coin doesn't keep an emotional scoreboard. It's not like that. Oops, I gave you too many tails. Let me fix that for you. It's a piece of metal. It has no moral compass, just like that friend who left you with the bar tab last weekend. A libertarian perspective. Now, a libertarian might say, look, I'm free to believe in the gambler's fallacy if I choose, and you are. And that the free market will sort me out. Well, the free market definitely will most likely by taking all of your money at the casino, because the house might love your illusions, but the dice don't. But hey, let's not paint libertarians with too broad a brush. Plenty of rational, mathematically minded folks. Yet even the best of us can slip up and believe we're due a lucky break. We're all just human. The difference is maybe the libertarian in your group will demand to see the rule book for the coin flip and question who minted the coin in the first place. That is true. Now, here's the question. Why do we fall for this? If we know what this is and we know the probabilities, why do we fall for it? So if the gambler's fallacy is obviously silly, why do people still fall for it? Well, it boils down to how our brains love patterns, sometimes too much. We humans crave a sense of control and fairness in the universe. So if we have a losing streak, part of us says, hey, I'm overdue for a win. The problem is, chance doesn't work that way. Independent events do not have memory. It's like when your cat stares at you while knocking your coffee mug off the table. Your cat's not thinking, well, I broke one mug, so I won't break another. No, it's probably thinking, all mugs must fall. Let chaos reign. Probability is indifferent. Sometimes I think my cat is too. Now, let's have a quick quiz. Quick little quiz here. So grab your mental pencil. Question 1. You're playing slots in Vegas. You've lost 15 times in a row. Does that mean your 16th try is more likely to be a win? Answer A, yes, because 15 is an unlucky number. B, no, because each spin is independent. C, only if a libertarian told me to put in another quarter. The correct answer is B, no, because each spin is independent. Congratulations, you are now at least as smart as any gambler who read the fine print. Question 2. You roll a fair 6-sided dice and you get 3 6s in a row. That's pretty good. What is the probability that the next row will also be a 6? A, 1/6. B, 1/24 because you've already got 3 6s. Or 1/6 for everyone except the guy who convinced luck is a real thing. And what do you think the correct answer is? It's A, 1/6. Sorry, folks, the dice don't have a memory bank. Now, question 3. If you keep flipping heads, does that mean the next flip must be tails? A, absolutely. Someone call the coin police. B, not necessarily. It's always 50-50. C, if libertarian really believed in personal freedom, maybe the coin would do something different. Now, what is the correct answer? B, again. You can't bully a coin into landing tails. Now, let's break this habit, because breaking this habit is the first step to seeing how it really works. All right, we've had our fun. Now, how do we break free of the gambler's fallacy? Step 1, remember the independence of events. The next coin flip, dice roll, or bingo card does not care what happened 10 seconds ago. Step 2, accept randomness. Embrace the beautiful chaos. And step 3, set limits. Know when to fold them, folks, and know when to hold them. Another pro tip, if you catch yourself saying, I'm due for a win, just imagine a tiny Jeff on your shoulder whispering, no, you're not. Probability doesn't owe you anything. Probability doesn't owe you anything. Might save you from a wall of catastrophe. Now let's wrap this up so we can get on with our day. And that's our show, folks. We've learned that in the grand cosmic team, luck is not beholden to your personal losing streak. The gambler's fallacy tries to convince you otherwise. And if you've outsmarted it today, you might very well be, well, not necessarily smarter than a libertarian, but at least you're aware of one less logical trap. Thank you for joining me today for this 8-minute romp through the wild world of fallacies. If you got a kick out of this, smash the like button, hit the bell notification to get notified when I upload, subscribe, and share with your friends. Maybe we can get a few more libertarians. New videos drop every day. Until next time, stay free, stay informed, stay accountable. Have a great day.